All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys one of the trips, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about it um, during the concert. But this is a cruise that we are going on, and the Icon of the Seas in the month of September. So let me go ahead and see if I can share that screen with you guys. It doesn't have any audio. It's just a quick video of what we're going to visiting. It's the Icon of the Seas. We start from Miami. You're going to embark on the ship, the Icon of the Seas. On day two, you're going to enjoy the entire cruise, all the amenities of the cruise ship. On day three, you go to Labadee, Haiti, spend the day there with the friends. On day four, we go to Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico. And on day five, we go to St. Thomas. On day six, we relax, another cruising day. Lots of amenities to do in this huge cruise. And on day seven, we go to the private beach, Coco Cay, Bahamas. And on day eight, we return back to Miami. So I'll tell you a little bit more about the dates and the prices on that trip later on. We also have a Hawaii cruise ship. Let me just show you a little preview about it as well. Again, it doesn't have any audio, it's just a quick video. So it's a 7-night Hawaii Islands. The dates are from November 29th through December. You will have to travel to Honolulu for day one embarkation. And here's a little explanation of the different days. Again, keep in mind, even though you're going to be in a cruise ship, this includes that a tour guide of JW Trips will be with the group. And something nice about our trips is that we reserved a conference center, a conference room inside the cruise ship in order to do our midweek meeting, in order to do our watchtower study as well. And then every day in the morning, before we start our adventures and our relaxation, we do our daily consideration, our daily text consideration. Okay. The trips on this particular cruise ship, the trip includes the flights, buy one, get one free, but you have to contact us. You have to call us for that if you're interested on that cruise. Okay. Very good, friends. And also, one thing that we want to mention to you, if you want to make a note of this, just for this concert, we have a promo code that if you call JW Trips, not now because they're closed right now, but if you call tomorrow, starting tomorrow, till the end of the year, and if you mention that you were part of the piano concert, that you watched the piano concert, and you reserve any of the trips that we're going to talk about, you get $25 off per person. Okay, so just a nice little incentive if you guys want to take advantage of that. Well, all right, friends. Well, let's go ahead and get started. We have some friends from Canada as well, St. Louis, Missouri, South Carolina. Excellent. So we're going to go ahead and get started. It's been a while since I've done this because we were very busy with the Tampa Special Convention. So bear with me in advance. Forgive me if I have any mistakes. And let me go ahead. I'm also going to turn on the other camera. Let me see if I can go ahead and turn that on for you guys so you guys can have two views for the concert. All right. So just bear with me as I find the other camera here. Okay, and let me go ahead and just start that right now. All right, so I think I have them connected. And let me see if I can pin both of them so you guys can see both of them at the same time. Okay, and let me see if I can find that other one as well. All right, so you guys should be able to see two pianos, two different angles, okay? And we're gonna get started. So we'll just warm it up a little bit. We'll improvise a little bit of music, And then once I'm a little warmed up, I'll go ahead and start with some. We're gonna do a little bit of original songs and some Kingdom melodies, some popular music as well. So we hope you like this variation of concert that we have prepared for you guys. All right, thank you so much. Sit back and let's see how this sounds. Actually, what I do need is from you guys on your text. If you can text me, if you guys can hear the piano okay. All right, great. So I hear yes, 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 and okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. Perfect. All right, so let's get started. right. I hope you guys are hearing that. Okay, very good. Just wanted to make sure you guys are listening to that. And you know what? I made a mistake. I should have lowered the piano more on this angle, so I apologize for that. Let me just take a quick setting over here. Okay, we are good on that. All right, for those that are just joining us, welcome friends to our live piano concert. And we were just playing You Will See. And before that, we played Inspired by Your Wonders. So two beautiful songs that definitely take us to the creation of Jehovah and to trust in Jehovah as well. All right, very good. So let me see. Just to answer a couple of questions, if sometimes I may see a question and if I see it quickly, I may answer it. So someone's asking me what kind of piano I'm using. I'm using a Yamaha P125, beautiful instrument, very light, great instrument, highly recommended. And I don't work for Yamaha, but I loved it. This is my second Yamaha and it's great. All right, friends, so let's go ahead and let me show you a little bit about another trip that we have that we want to tell you about. Let me go ahead and open up this window right here. So we got a couple of trips, and one of the great trips that we do for JW Trips, we actually we call it the trip of a lifetime. It's a complete trip that takes you to all the three Bethels in the United States, and it also takes you to the Bethel in Canada. So let me go ahead and share here our itinerary. We want to show you what we planned for this trip. This trip for August 16th to the 23rd of 2025. And as you can see on the image that we're sharing with you, we have 4 types of accommodations. You can go by yourself. It's a single occupancy per person. That is the price. If you go a double occupancy, okay, per person, if 2 people stay in one room, it's $1,900. We have a triple occupancy and a quadruple occupancy as well. The deposit for the trip is only $299. But what's really interesting is all the things that we do throughout this trip. This one is on August 16th to the 23rd, titled The Trip of a Lifetime. And I'll tell you a little bit of what it includes. It includes the hotels one night at a Baltimore or Washington International Airport, the 4 nights, the U.S. branches of the hotel nearby, 2 hotel nights near the Niagara Falls in Canada, and also airport shuttle from and to the airport, and the land transportation. It's a nice bus and you'll be safe and you don't have to worry about gas, driving, getting lost. We take care of all of that. It includes your Bethel reservations, your entrance at the Bible Museum in Washington with the guided tour. It includes a New York City bus tour, hop on, hop off panoramic tour. It's a great tour. I took it this year. Free Wi-Fi at the hotel and at the bus, and a group dinner at a hotel nearby, the Harvest Inn, and all breakfasts are included. And this itinerary is pretty cool because it's in August. So for those that have kids but they go to school, this will be a great time. So we start on August 16th is your day one. You arrive any way you want, by plane, by bus, train, by car. You arrive at the Baltimore Washington International Airport, and from there we have a shuttle that will take you to the hotel where we meet you with the tour guides as well. So on day 2 it's like a free day at Washington DC, but this free day at Washington DC, we take you through some of the monuments of the city of Washington DC, and then we have about a 2.5-hour guided tour at the Bible Museum. Excellent museum. I've been there, really good one. On day 3, we go to 2 Bethels. We go to Wallkill and Patterson, and then we have a dinner at the Harvest Inn. It's a group dinner that is included in your price. On day 4, we go to Warwick. It's about a 3-hour self-guided excursion, and then we have the rest of the time to relax and be off. And on day 5, we explore New York City, okay? We go to different locations of the city. We take you to a place where you can have dinner, select the food that you want, see Chelsea area, Staten Island Ferry, and many other locations. Really, really cool history about New York as well, with a local guide from New York as well. And on day 6, we drive to Niagara Falls. So it's an entire day. Getting there is about a 6 to 7 hour drive. And our first stop is Goat Island in the New York area. So you can see the falls from there. Then we arrive at our lunch, at our hotel for to relax on that evening. And then on day 7, which is Friday, August 22nd, we visit the Canada branch. So all the reservations for Bethel in the US and Canada are already included and confirmed. So we go to Canada branch in the morning, and then the rest of the afternoon, you can enjoy the Niagara Falls from the Canada side, take an excursion of your choice, and just relax. Because on day 8, we finished the trip on August 23rd. We dropped you off at the Buffalo International Airport. From there, you get on your flight back to your house. Okay, so that is the trip of a lifetime, August 16 to the 23rd. All right. So let's continue with our music. Wanted to show you that little trip. And someone asked me, here's a question. Thank you, Patty, for your question. It says, does your sheet music have the notes for both right and left hands? The answer is no. I have what is called the simplified version. Just to give you an idea, here's the sheet music. It only includes for the right hand or the treble clef or the G clef. And what I do is that I make my own arrangements with the harmony, with the chords. So once you know the chords, so you can learn them very quickly, and then you can make your own arrangements. So that's one of the things that I like to do in my spare time. I like to rearrange music and just change it up a little bit. And that's just one of my hobbies. So I get a song, play it, learn it the way it is, and then make my own arrangements. Okay. So I do not have the sheet music for that. I just improvise as I see the chords and go from there. But if anybody's interested in piano lessons, I also provide them. So we'll talk about that later on. All right, let's keep going with our piano concert, friends. We have another beautiful song. Let me see if I can merge these two into one. No, they're totally different. So I'll just do this one. This one is song 38. He will make you strong. right, so that was song 38. It's one of my favorite songs as well. So, all right, guys. And let's continue. We have another song. Sorry if I'm not answering the comments or your questions. There's a lot. There's like 400 people. Um, Let me see. Julieta, are the trips handicapped accessible? Well, our very good question, Julieta. For our trips, we can try to get the rooms that are ADA. We can try to do that. When it comes to a wheelchair, the wheelchair has to be foldable. The buses that we use cannot load the wheelchair on the bus, so the person has to be able to walk up the stairs and be able to walk on their own most of the time. But if they need to use a wheelchair, yes, we can bring that wheelchair or that scooter, put it underneath the bus when we go from one place to the other, and we can work on getting you rooms that will be handicap accessible as well, such as the shower or the handles and things like that. You can give us a call for more information or more questions about that. Okay. And let me see if there was another question. Okay, so Patty V, feel free to text me later, or we can talk a little bit about, I can give you some tips on what to do with the left hand. Once you learn a couple of techniques, friends, with the left hand, you can do it for the rest of the music, and it's very, very easy. All right, so this next song is also one of my favorite ones, okay? Let me answer this question here to Brooke and Casey. Hi, Justin, who's 12 years old. How long have you been playing the piano? Well, thank you for your question, Justin. I started playing by ear when I was about 14 or maybe around 12. But when I moved into the United States and went to high school, that's when I joined the band for the flute. So I started learning a little bit of theory. And when I went to a magnet school in high school, that's when I enrolled in a special musical program. And that's where they pushed this music through. It was a 3 hour class. It was composition, theory, composition, and piano technique. So pretty much you can say that I started learning the piano, with the chords and the theory and everything the right way while I was in high school. So I took 3 years of piano during high school, and then I just kept it as a hobby. Thank you, Justin, for your question. All right, so this next song is also one of my favorite ones, but one of the most difficult ones for me to play. It's a very, very beautiful song, but very hard as well for me. So if I make mistakes, please forgive me in advance. This one is song 44. It's titled A Prayer of the Lowly One. All right, so that's a prayer of the lowly one. Okay, friends, let me share you a little bit about our next trip. Jamie and Hannah has a question. What is my favorite song to play? I have like 10 favorite songs. It depends on the mood, it depends the style. So that's one of my favorite ones. And I'm going to play with my other next one, my other favorite one as well, coming up next. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise. Don't forget, friends, that if you want to um, make a reservation, we have a promotion. Just when you call the office, tell them that you watch the piano concert and you get $25 discount per person when you make your reservation to any of the trips that we are mentioning as well. Anita, that's a nice song number 2. I'm going to play that for the next concert on December 22nd. So I'll have that one ready as well. It's been a while since I played different songs. I was playing just only a particular set of music, and now I'm back again to learning more music. All right, so 7-night Eastern Caribbean. Let me go ahead and share the screen with you guys. And this one, if you have a balcony with double occupancy in the room, 2 people in the room, it's 3,400, a deposit only of $299. The date, which is important, September 20th through the 27th. And this is at the icon of the seas in Royal Caribbean. Beautiful ship, one of the newest ones, as you can see. So on day 1, again, we start from Miami. So you guys will have to travel to Miami in order to start our cruise over there. So you arrive in Miami, and by 4:30 we're inside the ship. Our tour guides will be there waiting for you guys, so you guys are not lost, and we'll indicate all the details. Normally when we have a big group, we have dinner together as a group, which is something really nice every night. On day 2 is a cruising day. Take a look at some of the amenities that you can do in this ship. It is humongous. It's a big ship, but you're there with friends from different parts of the country or the world. It's a nice little group. And on day 3, we go to Labadee, Haiti. We'll be there from 7 to 4 p.m. where you can just relax by the beach. On day 4th, we go to San Juan, Puerto Rico. On day 5, we go to St. Thomas, and we mentioned that on the video previously. And on day 6, we enjoy the day cruising all day long. On day 7th, we spend the day at the Coco Cay, which is pretty much a private island of the cruise ship, and you can just spend the entire day relaxing. And on day 8, we disembark early in the morning back to Miami. So it's a nice cruise. And remember, there's $25 discount. What's included? All the government fees, the tour guides. You will get an assigned JW Trips tour guide that will meet you there and have all the activities as a group there, and a group dinner as well, some dinner reservations as a group on selected dates as well. So that's the 7-night Eastern Caribbean. All right. And later on, we're going to talk about this one, London. And friends, I get to be the tour guide for this. Oh, no, not this one, the one in July. Never mind. But you'll have a great tour guide for October 17th through the 26th in London, Ireland, Scotland, and England. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Let's go ahead and play a little bit more music. And let's see if there's any other question. Let me see. Oh, nice. Carolyn West, that's nice. Very good. Yeah, send me a message later on and we can definitely talk about giving you some tips as well. Let me see. The Maris from Hollywood, Florida. You're very welcome, my sister. What I'm going to do, the Maris, I'm going to make a note of that song, and in our December 22nd, I'll try my best to learn it and play it for you, because I play that song but in a different arrangement. It was just only piano accompany piano sound. So, but I can definitely learn that. You're just giving me a great challenge. Noreen is asking, is that part of Haiti safe? Yes, it is safe. It's actually a very private area, tourist area. So yes. And to answer the question about the concert, December 22nd, same thing, around 7 p.m. We'll start the concert. All right, friends, so let's go with this next song. I took the liberty of making a little bit of arrangement to this one. It's one of my favorite ones as well. This one is song 149, a victory song. So hopefully you guys like this arrangement. All right, and that was the victory song. And let me continue with some. Hello, Vera. Thank you, Gail. So let's continue with the next trip. And this one is a wonderful, wonderful trip. We're actually doing. Hey, Jamie Hanna, definitely. That's a post Armageddon song. Definitely, I agree with you 100%. So the next trip that I'm going to share with you guys, we're actually doing two of these for 2025. Well, we still have a little bit of room for this one. The one on July is completely sold out. If we get any cancellations for July, we will inform all the friends through email, but the one in July has been completely booked. And because of that, we decided to open this one as well. And we have a couple of spaces available for this one, October 17 through the 26th. Okay, 17 through the 26th. It's going to be a group of 46 of us, so it's going to be a nice little group. What's included on this trip? Well, let me tell you a little bit about this trip because it's a nice long trip, but it is definitely worth it. It includes your daily breakfast, daily lunch, except on the day of arrival and the day of departure. But every other day, you will be included your daily lunch, and dinner every night is also included. So your 3 meals are included on this trip. Hotel accommodations, 8 nights at a 4 stars hotel accommodation. We're going to be staying in different hotels because it's a nice route. Um, Entrance fees to all the sites that are included in the itinerary, museums, excursions, scenic tours, all those things are included. And the transportation as well is included on a deluxe bus with AC and all the gadgets, with an English speaking guide, a local English speaking guide, and you will also be able to spend the time with JW Trips tour guide. So you're going to have a local guide, and you're going to have your JW Trips tour guide taking you on that trip as well. It includes your airport shuttle transportation to and from the hotel to the airport, and it also includes domestic flights. There are 2 days that we have to fly when we're in Europe, so it includes the flights from Dublin to Scotland and from Scotland to London. So that's what's included. What do we do? Where do we take you? Let me show you to your itinerary here. Let me make sure I find it the right place here. So on day 1, oh, this is day 10. I'm sorry. Let me go back. So on day 0, you travel from your destination to Ireland. Okay. So you arrive on October 17th. That's your pretty much your official start date. So once you arrive on October 17th, your tour guides, JW Trips tour guides, will be waiting for you. We'll meet you there. On day 1, it's your arrival day. Okay. It's included the transfer. Okay. You will be escorted to the hotel for your check-in at 3 p.m. and enjoy the rest of the day at your leisure. Okay. On day 2, we're going to be exploring Dublin and the gardens as well. All those places will be included. Remember, lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner is also included. On day 3, we take a flight, we take a plane from Dublin to Edinburgh. It's included. And after the transfer, after we arrive, you're going to have some leisure time, and then we'll have dinner together as a group. And on day 4, we spend the entire day. After breakfast, we're going to do a scenic tour at Edinburgh with a local guide. So that's going to be really, really pretty. And then in the afternoon, we have 2 optional tours, a Scotch whiskey experience or the Chocolatarium. Okay, so that's really cool. And it includes the transfers back to your hotel, dinner as a group, and you can relax the rest of the day. That's on day 4. On day 5, we enjoy breakfast at the hotel, and then we have a half-day excursion to Stirling. And after visiting these 2 places here, the Kelpies and William Wallace Monument, we go back, we return to Edinburgh for dinner as a group. On day 6, we fly again. Remember, the flights, domestic flights are included. So on day 6, we fly to London. And then in London, we relax after you arrive at the hotel. We have a night tour. So at night, we're going to get on a tour. And that's going to be something really special at night. And then we return back to our hotel. And on day 7, this is the highlight of the trip, friends. We have guaranteed entry already to visit the Jehovah's Witnesses facility in the morning in London. So we get to do that. And then we will also visit in the afternoon the British Museum. And on day 8, we go to William Tyndale. We're going to take a panoramic tour. This is some of the places that we're going to see. And in the afternoon, we go to the British Museum. That was the day before. I'm sorry. That's on day 8. And on day 9, we have London. We're going to pretty much do London all day. In the morning, we have an activity. In the afternoon, we go to Windsor Castle. And in the evening, we also have a river cruise and a farewell dinner. That's on day 9. And on day 10, we take you to the airport where you will go back home. Or if you want to stay extra time, you're also welcome to do that on your own as well. So that one for double occupancy, the deposit required is 850, October 17th through the 26th. And remember, friends, that if you mention the promo code of the piano concert, you get $25 off for these trips. All right, let's continue with more music, friends. I think I have a question here. Let me see. Um, oh, Celia. Wow, Celia, I would love to hear you play. We have a pianist who's been playing for a long time. Thank you so much for your comments, Celia. I really appreciate it. And Damaris, yeah, I made a note of it. I'm going to try to learn it my best. And of course, I'll do a little special arrangement to that song. All right, let's keep going. This one is definitely very pretty. This one is With Eyes of Faith. And that was With Eyes of Faith. All right, friends, time goes very, very, very fast. So let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about our next trip, similar to the one in August, but we have availability in October 18th through the 25th. So let me go ahead and share that screen with you, friends. And then we got a couple more songs to play for you guys this evening. So this one is October 18th through the 25th. This is the trip of a lifetime for double occupancy, two people staying in one room. It's going to be $1,675 per person, and then the deposit is only $299 per person. And this one, the same thing. It includes the same as the last trip of a lifetime. Your U.S. branches entrances, the Canada Bethel entrance as well, 6 nights at the hotel, 7 nights at the hotel, all the transportation once you arrive at the hotel, back to the airport at the end as well. A group dinner as at the Harvest Inn as well. The Bible Museum entrance and guided tour, and the New York City bus tour as well. So it's a great trip. Remember, we start in Baltimore. You have to arrive at Baltimore. From there, you go to the hotel in a complimentary airport shuttle. We do Washington, D.C. on Sunday, and then on Monday, we do Warwick, and then on Tuesday, we do New York City, and Wednesday, we do Patterson. And then on day 6, we do Niagara Falls. Day 7, we go to the Canada branch, and then you can enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Maybe take an excursion at the many activities you can do on the Canada side for the Niagara Falls. And on day 8, October 25th, we depart back home. So that is the trip of a lifetime. And then we also have the November 2nd through the 6th. This is a smaller trip. This is the Bethel experience. This one does not include Washington, or it does not include Canada. So for double occupancy, it's $1,100 per person. And this one, what we do, friends, is that we start at Newark. You arrive at Newark on day 1. On day 2, which is Monday, we do New York City. And on day 3, which is Tuesday in this case, we go to Warwick. So the Bethel reservations have been confirmed already. And on day 4, we visit Wallkill and Patterson, and we have a group dinner at the Harvest Inn. So it's a nice little short trip. It's 5 days. And on day 5, we take you back to the airport in the morning. Your flight should be after 1 p.m. So that is the November 2nd through the 6th. I'm going to play a couple more songs, and I'll tell you about our last trip, which is the Hawaii Islands, in just a minute. Let me see if you guys have any questions about our services, or any questions about our trips, or any personal questions about the piano, the music, feel free to use the chat. I'll try to answer them. Here's the question. Yes, all the trips are on the website. So if you go to jwtrips.com, you're going to see all the trips for 2025. And the ones that I'm mentioning are the ones that have some spaces available. Okay. Everything else has been pretty much sold out. Okay. I think I have another question here. Let me see. What got me into playing the piano? That's a nice question. Thank you so much. I guess I was just trying to play different instruments. I started with the zither, then I had the flute. So I was always inclined to make noise. Um, and then my parents got me a little keyboard, and I started playing music with one finger of songs by ear. So it was pretty cool. And then they got me a bigger keyboard with some lessons, and that's how I started by ear. And then when I moved to the United States, I got really intense with the piano. Vincent family, great question. Do you ever do Alaska trips? Yes, we do. In fact, this year we did a cruise in Alaska, and it was great. The friends loved it. So we will see if we can do something like that for 2026. Brenda, do we do any Italy trips? We're planning to do something for 2026, okay, for Italy. So thank you for your questions. All right, let's continue. And this one, now we're going to play a little bit popular music. This is, since we're going to London next year, this one's from Adele. Beautiful song. It's called Make You Feel My Love. All right, and that was Make You Feel My Love. Let me see. I think there were some questions right here. Do we do a Greece Bible tour trip? Yes, Ernestine, thank you for your question. We actually did this year. We did a cruise of the Greek Isles. It was really good. It included a guided tour at Ephesus and a Bible guided tour at, um, my goodness, that was Ephesus in Turkey, and the other one's Athens, Greece. So it was a really nice one. And Portugal, we haven't planned anything, but thank you for letting us know. We'll talk about that next week, as in to see what we're gonna do for 2026. Did I also play any classical pieces, Laura? Yes, it was my forte back in high school. I'll play you a little bit. Just a little taste of that. All right, guys. So before we leave, let me tell you a little bit of our last trip for 2025, and then I'll share you a little bit more information. So this one's from November 29th to December 6th, as I showed you previously on the video before. Great trip. It goes to some of the main islands of Hawaii. You do have to start, however, when you get there, you have to start at an embarkation location, which is Honolulu. So you have to make your way there, fly there. We will be waiting for you there. So that's day one on November 29th. We go to Maui. We stay 2 days in Maui. And then we go to Ilo on day 4th, Kona on day 5, and then we do day 7 on December 4th. We arrive at 8 a.m. And on day 7 we stay 2 days in that island. And back on day 8 we go to Honolulu and we arrive at the ship at 7 a.m. So those are our trips for 2025. Okay. Let me see if there's any questions. Can I put information in the chat? Thank you so much, Alberta, for asking. Yes, and Darlene, thank you for your question. I'll explain that in just a minute. Let me see if there's any questions related to that. Gracias, familia Córdoba. Un placer. Muchas gracias, familia Córdoba. Okay, so somebody's asking me, what do I do if somebody wants to tip the piano player? Thank you so much for asking. So si alguien quiere poner una propina, or if you guys want to show appreciation for the piano services we provided for you guys, for those that are asking me on the chat, let me go ahead and share my information. Oops, let's hold on a second. Thank you so much for asking that. So if you enjoy the piano concert and you want to show your appreciation, that is the information that appears on the screen. Thank you so much. That's also my email. If you have an email, if you want to send me an email, or if you want to ask me a question, that's also my phone number there. So for those that were asking about how you can show appreciation for the time that we spend, that we spend playing the piano for you, thank you so much for asking. We really, really appreciate it. Okay. And also for piano lessons, please, that's my phone number. Write me a message with your name and I'll add you to the list. We're going to start providing piano lessons through Zoom starting February. Okay, so we're gonna have some nice groups starting February. I have young piano players and I have very adult piano players. So doesn't matter the age, it's never too late to learn. So if you want to learn how to play the piano, all you need is a Zoom connection and a nice keyboard, any type of keyboard, preferably the ones that has the pedal. The pedal is the one that you step on it and it holds the sound. So that's preferably something that you want. That's going to help you to learn. And I provide all the information for the lessons each week. It's a weekly lesson. Okay. Let me see if there's any other questions here to answer them. Um, Australia, we have friends from Australia. Nice. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Give me 1 second. Let me close down the screen here. Well, Isaac B, I know Isaac will not be in the Hawaii tour. We have another tour guide, but thank you for asking. Mitzi, oh my God, friends, I have one of my piano students connected in the concert tonight. Hi, Mitzi. So Mitzi takes her piano lessons through streaming. What we do, we record the piano lesson, she connects, and then she plays the piano and replays the lesson and pauses the lesson. So that's another great thing to do. Mitzi, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for connecting. Any plans for Croatia? Karen, at the moment, we do not have any plans for Croatia. We're actually going to do a planning meeting next week where we're going to talk about 2026. So if there's any places that you want to go to 2026, let me know because I will definitely tell our team that makes all the decisions for the trips as well. I'm trying to see if there's any other questions. Trips to Iceland. No trips to Iceland for 2025. But I'm going to make a note of all those places that you're telling me, friends. Thank you so much. Friends, any other questions that you guys have about the trips? If you do have any questions, feel free to use the chat. Okay, so what's the difference between playing the organ versus the piano? Well, the organ, some organs have pedals here on the bottom that also play the notes of a keyboard on the bottom. The piano is just here, and then this is a digital piano. So it actually sounds like a real piano, but it's just digital. And the organ, well, it's a little bit more elaborate because you have to do a little bit of adjustments to come up with the right organ sound that you want. But when it comes to the theory, pretty much it's almost the same notes. Australia trips, I'm going to make a note of that. The land down under. Thank you, Ginger. Yes, in February, we're going to start our piano lesson. So send me a message and you have my number there. Gloria De Leon, thank you so much for connecting. Thank you, everybody, for connecting to our piano concert. We have another one in December 22nd, okay? Paula, don't worry. December 22nd, we have another piano concert. And the iPhone, where can you do the lessons? Send me a message on my number or my email, and I'll be glad to provide more information. Let me see if there's any other question. Let me stop here the recording for